foreigners in Vietnam to get visa online. Vietnam Airlines start plans on direct services with US. Vietnamese companies boost exports through global e-commerce platforms. VinFast put new electric vehicle model on market. Hello, this is Trần from FBNC, and those are the headlines of FBNC News today. Visa for foreigners living in Vietnam will be issued online via the National Public Service Portal in 2021. It is among more than 50 public services to be provided in the portal this year, as approved by Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc. Among those services, 11 are in the group of administrative procedures related to resident management, including the issuance and reissuance of ID cards, verification of ID numbers, registration of permanent or temporary stay, birth registration, and passport issuance. In addition, the newly approved list comprises 44 essential public services in accordance with the United Nations E-Government Development Index, particularly extension of temporary stay and visa issuance for foreigners, vehicle registration plates, and change of driver license. The government office will work with the relevant agencies and localities to study and improve users' experience in the direction of developing a mobile version of the public service portal app. The Vietnam Airlines Company Limited's board of directors has approved a plan on conducting direct flights with the United States. According to Vietnam Airlines, the national flag carriers has operated 12 flights bringing Vietnamese citizens home from the U.S. since May 2020 as a result of travel restrictions triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic.
No more of such flights from the U.S. have been available since last August, as the quota set by U.S. authorities has been reached, despite the tremendous demand from Vietnamese people in the U.S. wishing to return home. For this reason, Vietnam Airlines plans to seek permission for repatriation flights in the form of regular commercial flights. Given the latest forecast that will take until at least 2023 for the aviation industry to recover to the pre-pandemic level in 2019, Vietnam Airlines hopes the move will help it increase revenue and lessen financial loss caused by the COVID-19. The plan will be carried out in two phases. In the first phase, the carrier will conduct flights in the form of regular commercial services, serving the repatriation of Vietnamese people in the U.S. and travel demand between the two countries among diplomats, officials, experts, business people, students, and relatives of foreigners. Based on the evaluation of the recovery of air travel between the two countries after the pandemic is under control, Vietnam Airlines will continue with its plan on the second phase, which is for commercial purpose. The second phase is expected to start in 2022. In 2019, Vietnam received a Category 1 aviation safety rating from the U.S. Department of Transportation's Federal Aviation Administration (FAA), which allows Vietnamese carriers to establish direct services to the U.S.
A Euromonitor International report ranked Vietnam as a 96th of 99 countries for sustainable tourism. The report analyzed 7 aspects of sustainable tourism, including environmental, social, and economic sustainability, country risk, and sustainable tourism demand, transport, and lodging. Globally, Sweden was ranked the most sustainable destination for travel, followed by Finland and Austria. Rounding out the top 5 were Estonia and Norway. The research firm predicted there would be a growing awareness among consumers, businesses, and governments to prioritize the planet alongside people and profit when global tourism resumes following travel restrictions amid the pandemic. Some popular tourist destinations in Vietnam have been eyeing sustainable tourism development. For instance, Hội An in central Vietnam is restricting the use of single-use plastic items and plastic bags as it looks to boost sustainable travel growth. More Vietnamese firms have successfully sealed export orders in recent times with the support of e-commerce platforms like Alibaba.com and Amazon. Since 2019, the Ministry of Industry and Trade has joined hands with major e-commerce businesses to help Vietnamese companies bolster online exports.
More than 1,000 companies have registered to attend training courses in the field, while over 300 others received consultations. Businesses in farm produce, fisheries, wood and processed food are set to join the fray in the time to come. Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade Đỗ Thắng Hải said Vietnam's e-commerce sector posted an increase of 18% last year to $11.8 billion despite COVID-19. The country was the sole market in Southeast Asia to record double-digit growth in the field. The digital economy has been viewed as a pillar of growth, and switching to digital platforms to boost exports has become mandatory, Hải stressed. Exports via e-commerce platforms offer huge opportunities for companies, especially micro, small and medium-sized enterprises. After a year of selling goods on Amazon, the export revenue of many Vietnamese companies reached $1 million. Ki Chie Song, manager of Amazon Global Selling Vietnam, said that an increasing number of Vietnamese products are put up for sale on the platform, particularly household appliances, fashion accessories, and kitchen utensils, among others. They are favored by foreign consumers thanks to their good quality and competitive prices. Face masks, gloves, and protective clothing also count among the important products of which Amazon is working with Vietnamese manufacturers to bolster export this year. Meanwhile, General Manager of Alibaba.com Giang Cua said the platform has built partnerships with associations, business partners, and banks to help Vietnamese small and medium-sized enterprises improve their digital capacity, operations, customer management, and order completion. He voiced a hope that by 2024, more than 10,000 Vietnamese suppliers will be offering their products on Alibaba.com.
Hanoi will install free public Wi-Fi systems at more tourist spots to better serve visitors to the capital city. To this effect, a coordination program on improving the effectiveness of information and communications and promoting the IT application in tourism activities in the capital city for 2021-2025 signed between the Department of Tourism and the Department of Information and Communications on March 24.
Besides the locations equipped with free Wi-Fi in 2020, this year Hanoi has approved 9 additional venues, which are popular tourist destinations. The capital's tourism has shown signs of recovery. Since they reopened earlier this month, local destinations such as Hương Pagoda, Văn Miếu Quốc Tử Giám Temple of Literature, Ngọc Sơn Temple, the Dương Lâm Ancient Village welcomed a large number of tourists, especially on the weekends. The total number of visitors to Hanoi hit 8.65 million in 2020, equal to 30% of the 2019 figure, including 1.1 million foreigners. The local tourism industry strives to welcome from 13 million to 19 million visitors in 2021, up 45 to 65% as compared with the previous year. The number of domestic holidaymakers is projected to reach 10.9 to 15.3 million, up from 50 to 70% year-on-year.
Vietnamese automaker VinFast is taking pre-orders for its first electric vehicle model VF-E34 priced at $29,820. The company said on March 24. People making orders before June 30th, 21st can purchase the EV for just $25,000 and free of charge battery lease for 1 year. Deliveries are scheduled to begin in November 2021.
Buyers can visit the website shop.vinfastauto.com or VinFast showrooms and merchants nationwide to make a refundable deposit valued 10 million Vietnam dong for each pre-order. Deposit will be refunded if orders are cancelled. VinFast is going ahead with its battery leasing plan, which allows customers to rent out batteries separately from the EV. It is intended to reduce the initial cost of buying an EV for customers and let the automaker bear all the risks regarding the EV battery's quality and lifespan. The company has been working around the clock to build a network of about 40,000 charging stations across the nation by the end of this year. VinFast, which is also producing electric motorbikes and buses this year, signed a contract to produce EV batteries with Taiwan's Prologium. VinFast has just become the 57th automaker to receive a license to test self-driving EVs in California, the U.S. The launch of high-tech electric vehicles, including electric scooters, electric buses, and personal electric cars, is part of VinFast's predefined roadmap since entering the automotive market 3 years ago.
Recently, a Vietnamese artist who built Lego bricks has resonated with works recreating Vietnamese villages. He is Hoàng Đặng. Hoàng Đặng love for Lego-based artwork was featured by writers.
Hoàng Đặng steps into his Lego project room filled to the brim with drawers full of the ubiquitous tiny bricks and slowly but surely starts to construct a Vietnamese fishing boat.
Có một số các cái tàu cá của Việt Nam đã bị có những cái sự kiện ở trên biển đó, thì tôi muốn đưa ra một cái tác phẩm nó có thể support được cho cái tinh thần của Việt Nam. Thì riêng cái sản phẩm tàu cá thì nó có những cái đặc điểm như là con mắt này chẳng hạn, nó rất là đặc trưng của Việt Nam. Ngoài ra cái màu sắc của nó cũng rất là tươi, nó rất phù hợp với cả cái là một cái sản phẩm Lego.
The industrial designer says he has loved Lego for as long as he can remember, but only started to collect them seriously in the past decade after a trip to study abroad in Detroit, Michigan. He was amazed by the sheer number of sets available in the U.S. Hoàng says he is most inspired by scenes close to home, his childhood home, a temple in Hanoi's own quarter, or a 1990s Vietnamese living room during Lunar New Year.
Tôi sử dụng cái Lego để tạo nên những cái gì đó rất Hà Nội, tại vì tôi là người Hà Nội. Cho nên là tôi muốn đưa những cái góc nhìn của tôi ra đối với cho các bạn trên thế giới. Tại vì hiện giờ thì cộng đồng Lego tại Việt Nam vẫn có thể nói là chưa phát triển nhiều và chưa được biết đến nhiều đối với các bạn trong khu vực và thế giới. Tôi phân loại theo cái chức năng của các loại viên gạch ấy, thì có một số các loại viên gạch là chuyên để làm tường, có một số viên gạch là chuyên để làm các cái detail. Thì tôi phân loại theo những cái chức năng của từng viên gạch như vậy. Trên này thì rất khó nói thì có bao nhiêu triệu viên gạch, nhưng mà có lẽ đây là khoảng tầm 1/2 cái số gạch mà tôi có ở đây. Còn 1/2 còn lại là nó nằm trong các cái thùng trộn với nhau.
It takes about 5 months to finish a 5,000-piece facade, he said, although he admits most of the time is spent sourcing the perfect brick.
Phải nói là 95% cái thời gian bỏ ra là đi tìm gạch. Có thể là gạch tôi có sẵn nhưng tôi không biết là tôi để đâu. Và nó trộn trong một cái hộp nào đó mà bây giờ phải bỏ rất nhiều thời gian để tìm được. Có thể là một cái viên gạch đó thôi phải tìm mất cả một buổi tối.
Despite his massive collection, Hoàng said he is always on the hunt for new pieces, and that is how he made what he calls his Lego friends, including Kang Huỳnh in Ho Chi Minh City. The pair met over a Facebook group for builders and collectors. For guys like Kang and I, building Lego helps to recharge our creative energy after working on long and tiring projects, said Hoàng.
Khang bị thu hút bởi những cái thứ trong cuộc sống hàng ngày, những cái thứ quen thuộc, ví dụ như là một cái góc đường mà Khang hay đi làm hàng ngày, rồi một cái trạm tàu, rồi một chiếc xe cúp, ví dụ một chiếc xe cúp bán cây mà chạy trước mặt Khang, nó làm cho Khang cảm thấy là thích, cảm thấy nó dễ thương thì mình build lại thôi.
The duo have a similar work process, photograph what inspires them on the street, then create it from the breakup. For Kang, that includes street scenes and complex builds like a Japanese Honda Cup motorcycle.
Thứ nhất là bản thân Kang cũng rất là thích chiếc cúp, nó gắn liền với thời thơ ấu, rồi nó cũng là một cái biểu tượng của cuộc sống hàng ngày của Việt Nam mình. Với lại bản thân lắp chiếc cúp thì nó khá phức tạp, và khi mà Khang thích cái cảm giác mà chinh phục được nó khó.
Hoàng said he hopes to eventually build 10 large-scale creations for an exhibition and is currently about halfway to his goal.
A Vietnamese craftsman showed off his exquisite skills as he built a perfect wooden replica of Cristiano Ronaldo's Bugatti Centodieci. Trương Văn Đạo posted a video on his YouTube page that shows him producing the wooden version of the sports car from scratch. In addition to carving the details of the exterior, he also added seats, a steering wheel, and tires so it can be driven around. At the end of the video, he takes his son and the finished vehicle to slowly drive in a local square, attracting the attention of curious kids. Speaking with a local media outlet, Trương said it took 2 months for him to build the Bugatti Centodieci. He said that he would keep the wooden car as a toy for his son. Ronaldo bought the car in late 2020, which was one of just 10 vehicles made according to reports. And that's it, wrapped up our program for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.